Right, welcome back everyone. Today we're going to be having a look at this MacAllister Briggs & Stratton lawnmower. You have to bear with me again, with the wind. It's a bit windy out here today, so right then, I've got this in as a non-runner. No I didn't. This one come in as a runner. The bloke actually bought it for his wife, but she preferred the old one. They had a Mountfield SP470, which is a self-drive one, and this ain't self-drive, so she wanted one that was going to pull it along for her basically. So he bought this one, and when he sold it to me, it had no air filter in or a spark plug. And since then we've done a little video on Butler's Empire, and we've actually stuck a spark plug in it and an air filter just to see if it would run for that video. So when I got it, it come with no plug in it, no air filter, and the reason why it didn't have any of that in it is because when the chap bought it, it had just been serviced, and he took the plug and the air filter out for his other mower. Obviously it saves him money, so yeah. So we're just going to give this a fire up. There is one other problem with it. The throttle speed is actually broke. The actual casing's broke, so what we're going to do, we're just going to bypass that. We're going to take that off, take that cable off, and we're just going to have it running like a standard 1-speed mower. So people very rarely use the speed control, so yeah, let me fire it up and show you it running. It's running a bit slow at the minute, as I say, because the speed thing ain't working, but once we take that cable off, we can reset all that. So let me just mine this cable out of the way. 1, 2, give it 3 primes. So I just have to hold that in. I say that's broken, and as you can see, I went first pull there, and that hasn't been started for about, it's been in my yard for about 2 or 3 weeks now. So yeah, start's not a problem. As I say, it was running slow because this needs adjusting. Once we take that cable out, we can just set that there, but we're going to give it a little service. I'll check the oil in it. I haven't checked that, I don't think. I can't remember what I've done now. I'm not going to do the carbon diaphragm because it seems to be running sweet, so I'm not even going to mess with that. Why touch it if it ain't broken, eh? I know it's got a new air filter in it and a new plug, so yeah, we'll get it on the workbench and we'll take a look at it. And I've also had a bit of mail come in from some of you subscribers out there from the wish list, so let's have a look at what we got there then. Right then, so we've had a bit of stuff come through, as I say, on the Amazon wish list, and I'd like to thank you all for that, the people that have sent me stuff through. We've got a trade size, nice large size can of WD-40 there, and that says, "Enjoy your gift, Gary. Sorry it's not more. All the best, Phil Cook." Phil, that's fantastic, mate. That's more than enough, mate. Really appreciate that. It's all going to help support the channel, so thanks a lot for that, Phil. And we've also got some of the carburetor, what do you call them, the dirt jet removers basically. So yeah, they're like little files and brushes that you just poke in your carburetor just to clear the jets out. So, and that's from Neil Harvey, so thanks a lot for that, Neil. Really appreciate that. They're going to come in well handy as well, so yeah, really appreciate that. So thank you, Phil and Neil. Also got some of these forceps, little forcep surgical scissors. These didn't actually come with a note, so I'm not sure who sent them, but you know who you are, and just drop your name down below, and I'll give you a mention and a thank you for them. So thanks very much. And also we've got some of the Sealy pry bars, again fantastic, going to come in very handy for doing the lawnmowers and stuff. Again, these didn't come with a name on them, so I can't actually thank you, whoever you are, but you know who you are. And I say in the comments down below, just leave your name in there, and I'll give you a mention, because I really appreciate all that you've sent me. It's been fantastic, and it's only going to help me grow the channel, so everything there is going to come in 100% useful, and that's my thing from last week from Mixed Mowers. That's getting ready to be used today for this lawnmower. So really appreciate everyone that sent me a little gift in, and it's not about you just sending me gifts. I appreciate everyone that's just subscribed to the channel and watched the videos, but it's just some people asked to if they could give something back to the channel, so that's what these little gifts are there, and I say I really appreciate that. It means a lot. Well, I'm waffling now, so let's get this mower on this table. Anyway, let's have a look at it. Right, sorry about if it's a bit dark in here. And I say excuse the wind noise. So we're just going to take this off for starters, and I say this is already broken. You can see it's been snapped there, so yeah, that's no good to you. I mean, you probably could repair it and glue it, but for the sake of what this cable actually does, it's not worth it. So we're going to get rid of that. And I've actually, obviously, because this cable, when it pulls up, see, it pulls against that. So what we've got here is a little block that we're going to replace it with, and hopefully that just sorts that out. So we're just going to take this screw out here. Alright, that's locked. Need a spanner on that. I mean, I could buy another one of these and replace it, but the idea of it is to get around the problems. Really, is to not putting a lot of money into it. And then we're just going to replace that with this. Right, so that's in. Go on, in you go. That operates perfectly now, see? So that's fantastic. Right, so I'm going to get that on. You've got to go too mad with this. There we go. Listen, if it ain't the planes going over, it's the blinking cat meowing. And that's spot on, that. Right, so we can now go ahead and remove this cable from here. Right, so we're going to have to snip them cable ties off. We'll replace them for that other cable. So where's that cable? So we'll get rid of that. And there's a little screw here, which is an 8mm bolt, or flathead, whichever you got to hand. So you just take that bracket off, then that just lifts out of there. So we've got a good spare cable out of here for a future mower if we need one. And I'm just going to put that back in there because you never know. That's where it belongs. So that's that. It's had a new plug in it, so you can see that there. That's already done. Where's that come from? It's had a new air filter in it. I'm not sure what it's like underneath. I can't remember if I looked or not. And the cap is off, so don't worry about that. Not ain't too bad, that place. It's not that messy on here either. Not there, but that's nothing really. So I'm happy with that. I might just put an edge on that blade a bit later on. I'm just waiting for a vice to turn up, so yeah. So that's a new plug. Let's going to check the oil now. Right then, so we're just going to unwhiz that. I don't know if you can see that, it's just over the full mark, but that is jet black, that, so that's going to be getting changed. So I'm just going to get the oil out and I'll come back to you. Right, so that's the oil change there. I don't know if you can see, but that is absolutely jet black that's come out of there. So it needed that. Something I also do would be, only for the ones that are going to command a nice bit of money, I actually give them a bit of a polish. And what I use is my DeWalt with that drill brush set I got. If you remember, I've done a review on that, and I just literally whiz it over. The whole mower takes less than 5 minutes. And let me just show you what I've done so far. Hold on a minute, let me just take you off this. No, I'll leave you on there. So look at that finish on that. That's something from that to that, and it just brings that nice bit of shine back. I've not done none of this side, and then the lighting ain't the best in this, but as you can see, that it's nice and smooth now. You can see where I've done up to there, and from there it's all hazy, like a bit like sunburnt on it. So a lot of people might think I'm just going to the extreme here, but from someone coming to see it all like faded and all that sunburnt, from seeing that can command me an extra 15 to 20 pounds. So if it's worth spending 5 minutes for an extra 20 quid, I'm up for that. So I'm just going to quickly whiz over the rest of it, and I'll put you on time lapse. I think you'd agree it looks 100 times better, and it just looks like it's been cared for, and it's a well looked after lawnmower. So what we're going to do now is I'm just going to get it off the table, and we'll give it a run up and just make sure we've got this throttle adjusted right where it needs to be, and I think that'll be a wrap on this one. I will have to take the blade off at a later date when I start getting my vice, but yeah, other than that, let's just get it on the deck, and then I'll come back to you. Right then, as you can see, it looks a lot better now in the daylight. And that little polish that took 5 minutes has brought it up fantastic. All I've got to do now is just give the wheels a clean down. But look at that, that's a lovely finish on that. Give you a little demonstration. Just move that out of the way. So yeah, that's that one just wants the wheels cleaning up now, the blade sharpening and balancing, but I'm going to leave it running for about 10 or 15 minutes just to make sure that I'm happy with it and the speed is where it wants to be. Also, I don't know if any of my subscribers out there, maybe Mixed Mowers might be able to help me on this one. I know he has a book for parts and he has a lot of spares himself, so I'm after a blade boss for this. Let's have a look. Right, so it's actually it's up this wrong way. Don't know if you're getting that, are you? It's a bit bright. There we go, put my hand there. It's actually the MacAllister M46 500 CD 946 SP. I'm after a blade boss for it, if any of you lot have got one out there. I have seen them online, but I thought if any of the subscribers have got one, I'd rather buy it off of them and keep it in the community if I can. So if not, I can get one. So yeah, it's the 46cm cut, and it's the drive. It's got to have a drive pulley on it as well, for the belt to go around. So yeah, if anyone's got one of them, drop us a comment below, and I really appreciate that. Right, so I'd just like to say thanks a lot everyone for watching this little episode, and a big thank you to the people that sent me the gifts off the wish list. I really appreciate that. And as I say, if you do want to check the wish list, it's in the description below, so a link for that. So thank you again, and we're going to leave it there for this episode now. Until next time, we'll see you about.